Hello everyone. So today we will see about the classification of wind power plant. Already in the last lecture we have seen about regarding the working principle of the wind power plant. Now for this lecture we will see the classification of wind power plant according to its constructions. So before going that we will see the basic schematic diagram and working principle of wind power stations. So in the wind power stations, no, as we know that the basic parts of winds are wind turbines, gearbox, generator, power, then control systems, and everything. Now, whenever we are applying or the wind is applying on the turbine is start rotating. This will rotate the generator, and hence electricity will be produced. And now this produced generating electricity now we are transmitting to the different load system or load stations. Now this operation of all wind power plant, it is controlled by the different control mechanism. Here the wind turbines operate on a simple principle. The energy in the wind turns two or three propeller like blades around a rotor. That means the turbine has more two or three blades. The rotor is connected to the main shaft which spins, that is which rotates the generator to create electricity. Wind turbines convert the kinetic energy into wind into mechanical energy. Already we have seen everything related with the wind turbine working principle. So in the next part we will say about the classification of wind power plant. Basically the wind power plants are classified into the two methods or the two types. First it's a horizontal axis wind power plant, and second it's a vertical axis wind power plant. Okay, and in the horizontal axis wind power plant, the sub classification is made. In the first part it's of geared wind power plant, and second it's a direct drive wind power plant. Okay, that means main wind power plant, it has two parts: horizontal axis wind power plant, second it's a vertical axis wind power plant. Again in the horizontal axis wind power plant there are again sub classification is there. So it's a geared wind power plant, in the second direct drive wind power plant. Okay, so we will see detailing about one by one. So we will move towards the first one. It's nothing but a horizontal axis wind power plant. Okay, the main parts of horizontal axis, and second is a vertical axis. Okay, so in the horizontal axis we will see detailing. So as we seen in the previous some few lectures regarding this horizontal axis wind power plant. Horizontal axis or vertical axis means what? Suppose this one. Okay, हा जो axis आहे, that means हा rotor axis किंवा generator, it is horizontal to the ग्राउंड. म्हणजे हा ग्राउंडला जर हॉरिझॉन्टल ऍक्सिसला असेल तर दिस टर्बाइन इट कॉल्ड एज अ हॉरिझॉन्टल ऍक्सिस. म्हणजे काय सिंपल काय, आता जमीन जर पूर्ण जर ग्राउंड लेवल बघितलं सर, हा पूर्ण जे सिस्टम म्हणजे विंड जनरेटर असेल, टर्बाइन असेल किंवा जे डिफरंट मेकॅनिझम विंड पॉवर स्टेशनला यूज केलं, इट इज हॉरिझॉन्टल टू द ग्राउंड लेवल, देन वी कॉल दिस इज नथिंग बट अ हॉरिझॉन्टल ऍक्सिस विंड पॉवर प्लांट. म्हणजेच ते पूर्ण हॉरिझॉन्टल म्हणजे समांतर जर असेल. Okay, horizontal म्हणजे simple called as समांतर किंवा parallel to the ground level. If the system is nothing but it is parallel or simple horizontal with the ground level, then we call it a horizontal axis wind power plant. And already we have seen about lot of information regarding this horizontal axis. So we have this rotor, the blades are there. Now this rotor we simple call this part we call it a hub. And now in this nacelle is nothing but a cover for all internal parts. In the nacelle there is nothing but a brakes are there, gearboxes, then controller, and then generators are there, yaw drive, yaw motor, then again anemometers are there. There are different parts are there in the wind power plant. Okay, so in the horizontal axis again there are classifications are made. As we see, this is regarding the geared wind power plant and directed drive wind power plant. Now here as the basic construction we have seen, इन द गिअर, हे गिअर बॉक्स जे आहे, जे याच्यामध्ये सिंपल काय करतात, गिअर्ड विंड पॉवर प्लांट म्हणजे काय करतात तर गिअर बॉक्स वापरलेला असतं. ओके, गिअर्ड म्हणजे काय, गिअर. ओके, गिअर म्हणजे नेहमी व्हेकल मध्ये असतं, इट इज नथिंग बट गिअर. गिअर बॉक्स किंवा गिअरचा वापर काय, तर बेसिकली हा गिअर बॉक्स जो आहे तो काय करतो, ऍज वी सीन नो द गिअर बॉक्स इन्क्रीजेस द स्पीड ऑफ इनकमिंग विंड. दॅट मीन्स हा जो तुमचा विंड टर्बाइन आहे, हा विंड इथं आपल्यानंतर ब्लेड फिरायला लागणार आहे. फिरल्यानंतर काय होईल, माझं रोटेशन जेव्हा जनरेटर आहे, जनरेटरचा स्पीड मला नियर अबाउट 1000 आरपीएम किंवा 1500 आरपीएम इतका लागत असतो, पण इनकमिंग विंडचा तितका स्पीड नाही. सो द स्पीड ऑफ दिस पर्टिक्युलर सिस्टीम वी कॅन इन्क्रीज बाय युजिंग द गिअर बॉक्सेस. गिअर बॉक्स ऑलरेडी आपण लास्ट टाइम बघितलेलं आहे, लास्ट लेक्चरला. सो गिअर बॉक्स जर असेल, ओके, एखाद्या विंड पॉवर प्लांट हॉरिझॉन्टल ऍक्सिस मध्ये तर गिअर बॉक्स जर असेल, देन दिस टाइप वी कॉल्ड एज अ गिअर्ड अप विंड पॉवर प्लांट. ओके, Now second one is a direct drive wind power plant. Direct drive म्हणजे काय? If there is gearbox is absent, that means if there is no any gearboxes, and if whatever the blades, if it is directly connected to the generators, okay, the blades axis or shaft is directly connected to the generator, then this type we call as a direct drive wind power plant. If we are using the gearbox, then we call it's a geared wind power plant. If there is no any gearbox, if these wind blades are directly connected to the generator, then we classified it as a direct drive wind power plant. So we will see detailing about one by one. So in the first part, we will see about geared wind power plant. Okay, as I explained, in the geared wind power plant, we have provision of gearbox. Okay, so gearbox are there. Now hub is there. That blades are there. Now once the wind is applied on this turbine blade. Now the blades are start rotating. Now it is common connected shaft. So wind blades are start rotating. Now in the gearbox, the speed of the rotation is now increasing with the different gearing arrangement. Okay, so as according to the generator speed, now the speed is adjusted with the help of the gearboxes. Okay, now we can see in the second figure here, thus accordingly, if the generator is rotating at that particular specified speed, now electricity will be generated in the generator, and now this electricity we are taking from this whole system towards the ground through this cable. Okay, already we have seen in the previous lectures. So how this generated power will take from the generator towards the ground or towards the earth system. Okay, so in the second figure I have shown this. These are nothing but this is nothing but a rotor hub or rotor blades. Now when the wind is applied on this system, now the rotor is start rotate, the blades are start rotating, and with the help of gearboxes we can increase the speed of the shaft by using gearbox, which is required by the generator. म्हणजे सपोज जनरेटरला जर सपोज मला 1000 rpm इतका स्पीड हवं असेल, तर by using the gearboxes I can adjust my speed according to the rated speed. Okay, so again the electricity will be generated in the generator, and this generated electricity we are taking to the grid system. We are taking from generator towards the ground system or ground level. Okay, so these are geared में simple काय, जर इथं gearbox असेल तर we call this a geared wind power plant. हे geared काय आहे, geared wind power plant बेसिक काय असणार आहे, तर gearbox आपण प्रोव्हिजनला आपण ठेवणार आहे. हे gearbox यूज काय, तर माझं जे काय इथं विंड मिल आहे ते विंड स्पीड माझा खूप कमी आहे, विंड ब्लेड बाबा माझा खूप कमी स्पीडने पळत असणार, पण जनरेटर तितकं कमी स्पीडला ऑपरेट होणार नाही. सो जनरेटरला जो रिक्वायर्ड स्पीड आहे तो सपोज 1000 rpm इतका स्पीड लागणार असेल, तर तो स्पीड इन्क्रीज कसा होणार, बाय युजिंग द गिअरबॉक्स तो इन्क्रीज केला जाऊ शकतो. Okay, so this old system shows the working principle of geared wind power plants. Now by using gearbox, speed is increasing, the generated electricity. Now there is yaw drives are there, tower are there, control systems are there, and whatever the power generated, it is now taken into the foundation. Then again it is given to the transformer. Generally the transformer is of step up transformer, and now whatever the power it is transmitted to the grid system. Okay, as shown in these two figures. Now we will see about the second type. It's called the direct wind power plant. As I said earlier, in the direct wind power plant there is no any provision for gearboxes. Okay, म्हणजे काय, gearbox इथं absent आहे. You can see difference. That means इथं gearbox present आहे, इथं नाही. Okay, the shaft of these blades are directly connected to the generators. Now here in the direct wind power plant, जर इथं विंड पॉवर प्लांट मध्ये गिअरबॉक्स नसेल आणि हा जो तुमचा ब्लेड आहे इट इज डायरेक्टली जर जनरेटरला कनेक्टेड असेल, तर वी कॉल इट अ डायरेक्ट विंड पॉवर प्लांट. द नेम इटसेल्फ गिव्स इट इन्फॉर्मेशन. डायरेक्ट विंड पॉवर प्लांट. डायरेक्ट का म्हणले, तर इथं हा जो ब्लेड आहे इट इज डायरेक्टली कनेक्टेड टू जनरेटर. Previously it was connected through the gearboxes, but for this type the connection is from blade directly to the generators. Okay, so here in the direct wind power plants, as I said, there is no any gearboxes. So once the air is applied on the blade, when there is flow of air, the wind blades or particularly turbine blades start rotating. Now the turbine blades are rotating. Now this will rotate the generator. Okay, and this generated electricity, it is now taken from generator towards outside through the power cables. Okay, the similar constructions are same. There is no any difference in the construction. Only there is no any gearboxes, so it's called a direct wind power plants. Okay, and basically the especially for this direct wind power plant, the generator are used which is operated on the low speed. Okay, कारण विंडचा इनकमिंग स्पीड माझा खूप कमी असणार आहे. इथं प्रिव्हियसली मी काय करत होतो तर गिअर बॉक्स वापरून स्पीड वाढवत होतो, पण इथं तसं काही प्रोव्हिजन नसल्यामुळे जो काम इथं जनरेटर इथं वापरणार आहे, इट इज स्पेशली डिझाईन टू ऑपरेट फॉर दी स्मॉलर स्पीड और कॉल्ड अ लोअर स्पीड. म्हणजे लो स्पीडला सुद्धा जनरेटर ऑपरेट होऊ शकतो, असे टिपिकली जनरेटर इथे डिझाईन केलेलं असतं. म्हणजे त्या स्पेसिफिक डिझाईनचे जनरेटर इथं मात्र मला स्पेसिफिकली यूज करावं लागतं, बिकॉज देर इज नो एनी प्रोव्हिजन टू इन्क्रीज द स्पीड इनकमिंग स्पीड. ओके, सो this is nothing but direct winds power plant. So as shown in this second figure, if the wind is applied on the rotor blades, now rotor is start rotating. Now you can see these rotor blades are directly connected to the generator. We can, this is shaft. Okay, this is nothing but a shaft. So uh, these particularly rotor blades are directly connected to the generator. Now once the wind is applied on the blades, now blades are start rotating, which will rotate the generator. Now the generator start generating the electricity. Generator will produce the electricity, and this generated power will take from generator from to the transformer through the power cables. I have shown with the help of the red color. Now this power cable is used to carry the power which is generated from the generator towards the transformer. Okay, now in the transformer, generally the transformer is of step up transformer in which the incoming voltage is increased as per the suitable voltage, and this increased voltage, it is given to the transmission, it is transferred to the transmission lines. Okay, so that's it from this lecture. There is we have seen about the direct as well as geared wind power plant. In the next session we will see about some videos related with the working principle of the wind. So for this lecture we will see about the working of wind power plant. So already we have seen in the previous lecture regarding the construction and the different types of wind power plant. So for this lecture especially we are going to see the video, animated video regarding the wind power plant. Okay, so basically for this lecture we will see about uh, basically about the wind energy, what is exactly wind energy, study the working principle of wind power plant, as well as uh, the application of wind power plant, and along with this we will say about the detailing about the wind energy. Okay, so as we know that wind is nothing but it's actually it is generated by this wind, it is created by the solar system, and wind flows from the earth because of the uneven heating of the earth surface. That means what? Because of wind, actually it is a primary source, it is created because of the solar energy, and this solar energy which is used to create the heat. Okay, म्हणजे एक्झॅक्टली काय होणार आहे, सोलर एनर्जीमुळे इथलं टेम्परेचर जे आहे ते वाढणार, इन्क्रीज होणार आहे, and because of this sun heat or simple called solar energy, there is uneven heating takes place on the earth surface. Now this heat will rise, it will create, that means there is a change in the density of the air as well as change in the temperature, and because of this only there is a flow of air takes place. Because as we see in this basic regarding the wind flows, so there is a flow of air, we are going to use this energy from the wind to convert into the electrical energy. Now as we know that wind energy is nothing but it's a renewable energy, so it can be used very widely, and it is having clean environment, because already we have seen it, the wind energy doesn't create any type of pollutions. Okay, so basically we are use this wind energy as a clean source of energy. So the wind energy may be used for these selling applications as well as grinding grains with the electricity generations. Now we will see about the working principle of wind power plant. So basically the wind power plant, as we know that this is nothing but a wind power plant, we are used in the different applications. This is nothing but a wind tower which has a 3-blade system. Okay, now basically we will see about the working principle of the wind power plant. So as we know that the main components of wind power plant, now what will happen when the wind is arriving from this air to this particularly blades of the system. Now it will create, the wind blade creates this energy, wind energy, kinetic energy of wind into the electrical energy, first into mechanical energy, and later one it convert into the electrical energy. We will say about this. Now the basic part is nothing but this is a hub. This is all the cover, that means all the generators, and as well as the coupling, the gearboxes and anemometer, or whatever the control mechanism, all are placed in a particular vessel. I call it's a hub. Okay, this plastic cover is called as a hub, and these are the blades. Some windmills has the 2 blades, some has the 3 blades, or maybe it was 4 blades. Basically, the 3 blade system we are employing everywhere in the world, because compared to the 2 blade or 4 blade system, 3 blade system has a lot of advantages. Now, the 3 blade system has higher efficiency compared to 2 blade as well as a 4 blade system. Now, the main parts is having the blades, hub, it's a turbine or rotors. Now we will see about the construction, the engine house. Okay, then all the part, whatever we are using the plant, whatever here we are using the system, it is covered in the engine house. We call it's a this part is what generators, controllers, as well as gearing mechanism or any control system. It is placed in the engine house, and this has covered which is known as a nacelle. Okay, this is nothing but a nacelle. We call it a nacelle, and here the whole system is employed with the help of the tower. Okay, now whenever the wind flows from the air, now the wind blades are going to rotate, and this all blades are connected to the generators. Okay, then we will say about the main parts here. Now here main parts, this is a main shaft. Now this is a gearboxes. Now it's part of generator, and this is nothing but anemometer. And whatever the generated electricity we are flowing, we are taking from the cable which is supplied for the home as well as industry or any school or college. That is, it can be used for the any commercial applications. Okay, the main parts of the wind turbine. Then we will say about the main parts. Now it is nothing but the blades. Now it may be 2 blade or 3 blade or 4 blades. So whatever the wind is coming, now it is turbine start rotating. Now after that they can see this. This is nothing but a shaft which is connected between the hub to the this gearbox arrangement. You can see this. Once this turbine start rotating, obviously this particularly which the turbine is, all turbines or blades are connected to the hub system. Now once hub is start rotating, it is now connected to the gearboxes. Okay, the gearbox is used to control the speed of incoming wind. That means it will increase the incoming speed as required for the generators. Okay, that means generator basically operates on 1500 rpm or 1000 rpm. Now this particularly gearboxes is used to increase the speed of the generators. Okay, now here this is nothing but brakes. If we achieve the required speed of the wind, then record speed of the generator, then we should apply the brake for overspeeding, to avoid the overspeeding operations. Now all the systems are connected to the this is as I said earlier, use the gearboxes. Now the gearboxes is used to increase the speed, and this gearbox is connected to generators. Basically through the shaft, basically generators is used to produce the electricity, because we require this electricity while for remote areas as well as for any industrial, commercial, or as well as agriculture applications. Now you can see this particularly working of the wind power station, and whatever the generated energy which is inside the generator, or simple called alternator, it will take from this generator to this ground. That means through the cable. इथून या केबल मधनं काय होणार आहे, आता हे पूर्ण टॉवर आहे, टॉवर मध्ये केबल मधून sometimes it is stored in the battery, and it is further used whenever the applications. Now we will see about the application of wind power plant. The wind power plants may be used for generation of electricity, because as we know, the generated electricity may be supplied for the home as well as industry as well as school applications. And these wind power stations basically we can use for supplying the power for the rural areas or remote areas where the other power supplies is not possible.